in the time it took to get back here. Both those birds are gone. Who had those? The jury is still out on whether or not there may be a local supplier for what we need. But the reality is, I need to walk in there with the old stuff. So we're going to have to go home and dismantle the flipping cistern and try and get back down there. It's probably not going to be today. So that's going to be Tuesday. I think enough of that. I don't know why the hell I'm stood here playing that game. You shouldn't be stood here playing that game. You should be sorting things out. But there is no sorting it out, really, is there? They were talking to another ship. Is that another ship in the distance there? There's something in the distance. And they are heading back. And so are we.
Morning, stranger.
Morning, how you doing?
Alright, and you?
No. Don't start. It's that time. Quick debrief. We came home. I dismantled the cistern completely. I took the stuff to the store. I took it to the store, the old stuff. And we've got new replacements. All the way. Everything except the overflow flipping bit of tube. Because that's just meaningless anyway. And that's how much it was. 30 quid for cash, actually. Because he didn't have the machine there, blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's just cost us 30 quid. I'm now going to attempt to fit it. Actually, did I mention I also bought one of those in Hammer and Nails earlier. So hopefully we're going to be in business here. Hopefully. The engineer was supposed to come between 1 and 6. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the half an hour before phone call. I put in a lot of hours working on the new parts for the toilet here. That's all new bits there in that corner there. I have tried and tried and tried. I cannot get a watertight seal between these two bits. Now that, it's been dislodged and moved, and I cannot get a watertight seal. Every time I put water in the cistern there, it leaks out below. It's not leaking from the new bits. It's not leaking from there. It can only be because there are 3 holes in the thing that are, have the potential for leaking, not including the bits that I know are not leaking. And that's the donut that sits below this and the rubber washers for the 2 bolts. There's 2 washers there and 2 washers hidden underneath there, exactly the same. That's the only place that it can possibly be leaking. And I've tried and tried and tried repositioning, taking it off, putting it back on. I've tried and tried and tried. It just leaks. So I'm going to have to. I have no choice. I'm going to have to buy, if it's even possible, 4 new rubber washers for these bolts and a donut for underneath there. And if that doesn't work, then I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I spent 30 quid and I'm no nearer having a working toilet again. So I'm still using a bucket here. Well, I mean, what I should be doing is rushing out and buying all the bits I just said, 4 washers. I don't know where you can get them, and the donut. But I can't, because I've got to sit here waiting for the flipping broadband engineer. So that's going to be cleared through probably until Tuesday now before I'm starting to feel a bit flipping overwhelmed with all this, really. Because I'm just not in a good state at the moment. I don't do very well when I have to wait on other people. I've been sat here waiting for almost 5 hours now. And I should be going out and buying bits to do that. I have no idea where Bear is. Frankly, my dear, that's where Bear is. I've had enough. I just have had enough. I have had enough of the struggle. I've just had enough. This is soul destroying. I just want to. I'm not going to say what I want to do. This is just soul destroying. I've just had another half an hour's phone call plus, where they let me know that the engineer's visit was cancelled. They didn't tell me. So I've been sat here for 5 hours today for nothing. For nothing. And they've booked another engineer's visit for between 8 and 1 tomorrow. What's it going to take? What does it take to be treated like a flipping human being?